Good morning, everybody. I was looking through my devotions and found in Psalm 34, verse 5, this wonderful reminder. It says, "Those who look to him are radiant. Those who look to him are radiant." I think this is profound, extremely important for us as we think about the priorities that we set. If I can't learn everything, and I can't, if I can't do everything, and I can't, let's imagine, in fact, that there is only one thing. I can only devote myself wholeheartedly to one thing. What should it be? If it's just one thing, that one thing would be this: let me see Jesus. Because they who look to him, those who look to him are radiant. Let me see Jesus, because Jesus is the key to understanding my life and my relationships with the Father in heaven and with my neighbor. Let me see Jesus because he is the foundation for building anything and everything that is true and lasting and beautiful. Let me see Jesus. If I've only got one thing to devote myself wholeheartedly, let it be to look upon Jesus, because he is the source of every good thing. He is the cause of every good thing. Let me see Jesus. This is important because we have this temptation. We fall into this error that if I can't do everything, then I think I will skip to that thing that will produce the results that I want. Right? That's our temptation. If I don't have time for everything, then I'm going to skip to the most important thing. And the most important thing often in our minds is the thing that produces what we want. The problem with this results, at least one of the problems with this results-driven approach to faith, is that it will almost always have me bypassing the really important stuff, like the divine service on Sunday morning, like devotional life in the morning, like prayer in the morning, at noon, and in the evening, at least. It'll cause me to bypass the important stuff, like prioritizing my marriage and my children, my family. This results-driven approach will have me tempted, in fact, convinced that I can't deprioritize those things to get in the way of all that important stuff, because I've made them important. The unimportant things have become the most important things because I have this idea in my head that they're the things that will produce the results. Spending time passively in God's word, in prayer, in devotion, at home doing nothing, that doesn't seem like it's going to produce the necessary results, right? We easily fall into this trap, and we're not alone. There's a very famous story in Luke chapter 10, starting at verse 38. You've heard of it, that describes this exact thing. Luke writes, "Now as they went on their way, Jesus entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to his teaching. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she went up to him and said, 'Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her then to help me.' But the Lord answered her, 'Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, which will not be taken away from her.'" Let me ask you, do you think that something bad is going to happen if we choose this good portion and sacrifice the time that we're tempted to devote to our anxiety? Do you really think something bad's going to happen? To the leaders of Christian congregations, I want to ask you, which do you think will do more harm to your congregation? You not being on a board, or you not being at the divine service and in Bible study? Where can you do the most harm? Where can you do the most good? And to the heads of households, which do you think will do more harm to your family? Missing a few hours of work, or not attending the divine service with your family? Those who look to him are radiant. As always, interested in your feedback. Invite you to share the video. We would appreciate that. Otherwise, have a good day. God bless your week.